Hi, Sherry. I'm getting set up. I can't set this up until I go online. It's so frustrating. All right. Good morning. No, I've been awake all night. How about yourself? Have you been awake all night too? I said I might as well get up and do a live stream because I need to catch up on my Inktober day 3, and I'm already a day behind. Hi, Rhonda. Good morning. Hi, Kristen. Good morning to you. You just woke up not too long ago. Wow. Good morning. You've been awake for about an hour. Yeah, I've been awake all night. I've been crocheting. I've been having fun with the Tunisian knit stitch. And then I went back. I've been practicing because Becky hasn't been doing a stitch. She didn't do a stitch last week, I think, because of her wrist. So I just been practicing. I went back and did the pinstripe stitch. And then I said, well, I'm just going to go back and practice my stitches. So I went back and did the Tunisian basic stitch. So the pearl stitch is one that I really need to practice on. Well, I'm still not quite set up right. I'll have to zoom in when I get to doing sketches. There we go. So good morning, early birds. Good morning, good morning. I thought I would just go on. Now, I can't be on too long because Dee Dee comes on at 7:30. But I came on a little early this morning. And I'm going to work on my Inktober. That's all I'm going to do. And when I'm done, I'll sign off. So I did the pawn. And I want to do the bishop next. And then I'm going to skip over here and do the knight. And I'm going to work on black. Now, do I want to do it in white or gold? I don't know. We'll find out. So we will see. This is the cover I chose for my painted plaid. I thought, well, that looks like October. So the bishop is an interesting shape. I don't know anything about chess. And I'm just going to kind of relax and draw him. I've been following images. Let me grab the link here and show you the image that I'm looking at, because I'm just looking at Wiki. So, and those are all in the public domain. So I feel pretty comfortable in sharing images with you. So, oh, was that the knight? I might have shown you the knight. Black bit. No, that was the bishop. Okay, good. So, that's what I'm going to sketch. I could come in just a little bit more, I think. Let me zoom in a little more. Is that too much? No. All right. I'm going to quit fussing with it. And then my chat, I have to go from top to from top chat to live chat to sometimes when people are chatting, my chat stops scrolling. So when I refresh it, it comes back. All right, the knight is an interesting chess piece. I did practice him a little because I felt like I needed it. Let me move this way up here. And it almost looks like the pawn, the same shape in here. And I'm noticing on these, this is really more curved in here. I think I have it too straight. This really curves down like that. So I didn't notice that when I did the pawn. But the knight almost the bishop almost looks like the pawn, except it's got a little bit more of a collar and it's got a different shape head. But the base is pretty much the same. So I am going to, shall I start at the, I think I'll start up here at the head. And this is a Molotow black liner, black liner. I got these at Hobby Lobby. I do think I paid full price for them. And 4 of them for $17. So they're running about $4.25 a piece. But when you have a nice pen, $4 is not a bad price. Now, the head of the bishop, they say that it resembles a bishop's cap, and they called it a mitre, M-I-T-R-E or E-R, something like that. And it has this, I almost thought that was the knight, but it has that slant in there, that little open piece that comes down really kind of weird. Something like that, and then it has a little, and you can see just a little bit of a wall there. And then this piece comes down this way, maybe a little bit fatter. Now this will be inked in, so any extra lines aren't going to bother me too much. And I don't plan on being on long this morning. I normally do not come on Monday mornings, but I missed my stream last night. I just wanted to relax. Yeah, these are really nice pens, Rhonda. But, you know, I've got a mosquito or something flying around here. He gets in my face. I don't normally pay that much for pens, but I wanted a nice fine liner. And we're just going to do a little bit of a collar there. And then it has a piece that goes around and kind of around this way. You can kind of see a little bit of a shine there. And then it kind of comes under and under. And then it has another kind of a disc shape. I guess you can call this a disc shape. I call it collars. Like that. And then another wider one under that. And it comes around like so. And it has a rim to it. Did you see Becky's what she's doing for Inktober. She's doing doodles on watercolor. Now, I have seen that done before. Was it Cece? Cece or what's her name? I can't remember the other gal's name. But everybody has a different take on it. I think Barb Owen might have done it too. Or done something similar. But you know what? It's a good choice for Inktober because it's short and easy. And I think my game pieces are short and easy. Now this piece is what I goofed up on my pond because I made it straight. It really curves and melts into the base. It kind of curves down like that, and the base does come around like so. And it has sort of a little rim. And then it has another round bottom here. So that's basically the bishop. And then I'm going to ink it in like I inked this piece in. And then it's got, I want to put a little mark up here because it's got a little shine there. The light, again, is coming from this direction. So it's got shine, a little shine on each one of these. And shine there. Whoops, messed that up. And then it's got some shine on the base here and then coming down like that. Okay, so the way I ink this in is with this Higgins black magic. If you want a very, very dark ink, Higgins Black Magic is a really nice black ink. Some inks are not that black. And I use my brush to draw that in. Let's see, I thought I had a smaller one yet than this. I guess I don't have it out. I might use that one. That one's okay. I was watching Rosemary. I bought her batik. I purchased her batik. That one hasn't been used yet. Her batik kit. And she provided a tutorial along with the kit. And it's like 5 videos because there's dry time and all of that in there. And I was watching that tonight. Let me look at chat. Hi, Mark. Good morning. You're up early or are you at work? He says, good morning, Meri and everyone. Mark is Artsploration. Good to see you, Mark. Sherry Van ran off to get coffee. People who invent games amaze me. Oh, just about spilled the black ink. That would be disaster. I think I would, if I spilled black ink on this, I think I would say no more Inktober for me. You're at work. Mark works the midnight shift. All right. Mark, are you doing Inktober? You should do Inktober, Mark. All right, we're just going to give this, you know, you don't have to do anything really complicated. I drew this in what, 10 or 15 minutes? And of course, I did practice this one. I have to say, I practiced it because of this shape here. And I have no idea, what, how to play chess. I'm not a chess player, but I like the shape of the pieces. And you know, there are a lot of different shapes. This is just, I chose this one because I like the black pieces and I thought it would work well for Inktober. I think there's a lot of strategy in chess. You try to capture your opponent's king, I think. I always think really smart people play chess. I don't qualify. I don't qualify. But I like to draw the pieces. You were thinking about doing it. Well, hop to it, Mark. I bet you do a good job. I need to get a piece of scratch paper out here to mark on. I'm having to dip my brush way down in there. And let's see, this kind of comes up this way. And then it's got a little bit of a collar. Coming this way. What I like doing with I say I'm drawing with a brush here. And I guess I am, but it's almost a painterly. Don't tell. It's almost a painterly technique. And then this one is very dark. And here. So I'm just going to do the knight and the bishop. And all I know about this piece, they talk about chess being played long ago in several different countries. And each country had their own vision of what a bishop looked like. And some of those chess pieces are really interesting to look at. Now, I'm going to put a dark line in here, but I just want a little one. I want it to look like the inside there. Yeah, I guess I'm happy with that. And then we're going to come down in here And this, I don't quite have that right. Give it a little bit of a bottom there. And now I will come in and see how I added the gray tone in there? I'm going to do that in here too, because actually it's not white and black. It's all black, and the white is how the light shines on it. And I thought by doing game pieces, I can keep it simple enough that I might actually finish Inktober. I think I have another bottle of black. I think I spilled my black one time, and I had to go get another bottle. Now this has a bit of a lip too here. And then it comes down and around. I know nothing about bishops. I think that they were meant to be messenger or overseer, or, you know, a bishop, the way that it got its name. I think if you trace the etymology of the word, it means overseer or messenger. That's what I understood about just from reading on Wiki. I didn't do a lot of research into it because I'm not going to do just chess. My theme is game pieces, so I'll be doing checkers and dice and puzzles, and I have a whole list. We did a list. So this is day 2. This is day 2. And then actually this area in here is pretty dark on this side. Now I think I'm pretty happy with it. Maybe a little bit of shadow coming down there. And out in here. All right, I'm not going to fuss with it too much. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Now, what I did to achieve this was I used a paper, and I think I have it here. I used the back of this Tim Holtz journal thing. I'm going to do the same technique again. And one of these pens is losing its. And what I do is I call them making a palette. And I just get a blot of ink on there. Now you can do the same thing by taking ink and, you know, doing this type of thing. Like that. And then take my brush and get my brush wet. And I like this because this is water soluble pen. This S-Gel pen is not permanent ink. It's water soluble, but you can get a nice gray tone by doing that. And I'm just going to kind of gray out most of this because it is a black piece. Now let's add some water to this. So you get almost the same thing. Of course, with your ink, you get more because it's liquid ink. But it's about the same tone. And I think I'm pretty happy with it. I'm not shooting for masterpieces. All right, so we're gonna put this aside, wash my pen out, my brush out a little, put this aside, and then get my ruler out. And what I did on this piece was I just drew lines and put 3 dots. So that's what I'm going to do here. Pretty simple, but you know what? I have a chance of getting through October. And also, I think I left my Society of Idea Collector out in the other room. But I've been drawing eraser shapes. I haven't sketched any yet. I want to translate my game pieces for Carved November. Now, I'm not doing Carved December because I'm doing Christmas. It's the holiday season. I'm doing my December daily. And, you know, the holidays get really busy. So I don't have time to carve in December. I'm going to carve in November. And let's see, I just did 3 dots. Got a little. So I'll just do 3 dots. And I think this pen is, I've used it a lot. I think it's getting a little bit, let's see if, I'm going to get out another one. See if it's any darker. See if it's my imagination. These I cut a stencil. And I did with archival ink. And sponged that in with archival ink. And you know what? I was probably out of frame. So sorry. No, I think that's about it. I'm going to put this one back. I'm just doing 3 dots. This line wasn't entirely straight. Make my dots right here. This line was a little slanty. Oops. And I fussed and fussed about how to write the word pawn. I'm not going to fuss. I'm just going to write it. So, B. Yeah, I might darken my B-I-S-H-O-P, Bishop? B-I-S-H-O-P, right? I hope so, because that's what it's going to do. B-I-S-H-O-P. Bishop. And I should put hashtag, where should I put it down here? Hashtag Inktober 2022 day 1. And I'm going to sign it here. And it's 10. This is day 2. 2022. Hashtag Inktober. They're coming up with some pretty creative names for Inktober. I think Dee Dee might have started that. She's calling it Inkseatober. She's doing sea, like starfish and jellyfish and seahorses and that type of thing. 2022 day 2. So there's my day 2. Let me come out and chat. See what's going on in chat. Oh, my chat went away. I don't know why my chat keeps going away. It's a blank screen. There's Kimberly. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Janet Nash. Hi, Angie. Good morning, early birds. Rhonda dropped a link to Janet's channel. Janet will be on at 9:30 Eastern. I thought I would come on and get my Inktobers done. So I got day 1 and day 2. Now I can work on day 3. Now day 3, yep. Did I put it back in here? Day 3 is going to be black. And that's going to be a challenge. I'm going to do the night. And see, I'm putting my signatures like this. So I'm not working these as folios. You know, if I was working it as a folio, I'd go to this side and then this side. But I want this to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the next 2 days are going to be black. And that's going to be a challenge. And I just might experiment on a black sheet here just to see what I can accomplish. Let me see if I can find another black. Well, let's not go digging here. Let's just reach over behind me. And I have gold on it. But I might, oh, and I didn't do this bottom one, did I? Here, we'll work on that. We'll work on this side. And let me reach over here and get a black sheet of paper. It's here somewhere. Somewhere. What did I do with it? Here. Before I mess up my page, I've got time. We're not going to use black ink. I'm going to put my cap back on here so I don't spill it. Good morning, early birds. Angie came in and said good morning, and now she's going back to sleep. She says, I'll see you all in about 30 minutes. Janet Nash says, good morning, Meri. How marvelous. I love it. Janet, I didn't sleep a wink last night. Now, I'm not going to use my black pens, so I can pretty much just push all of this away. But I do have some white Speedball ink. Where did that run off to? Oh, no. Here it is. Hold it. I got to reach. I have white Speedball calligraphy ink. So we might play with that too. I might be sure my brush is clean before I get that white paper out again. Yeah. I don't want to dip a black brush in white ink. All right, we might play with that. But before I play with anything, I'm not going to play with my card right now. I'm going to experiment. I have these Uniball pens here. We have white. We've got silver too. We might play with all of these. And we have gold. Now, Kimberly sent me onto these. They're at Walmart now. So I just happened to be going to Walmart the day that she well, it was, and it may have been the next day that she mentioned them. So, Kimberly, thank you for the heads up. I do not do art when I can't sleep. Last night I crocheted. I was practicing my crochet, my Tunisian, you know, you know, Meri, she thinks she knows it all. And all this time, I've been thinking that I do a slip knot because it always slips out on me. And, you know, I was so frustrated with it that I actually last night went and watched some videos of how to do a slip knot, a proper one. So I watched those videos and I practiced that. And Becky did not do a crochet stitch this past week because of her wrist. So I've been practicing my knit stitch. And I'm really happy. My first blocks are always, you know, I make mistakes all over the place. Typical of Meri. But my second block came out really nice. I mean, it looks like a knit, and it really came out nice. And then I did the pinstripe again. I practiced the pinstripe. This is Tunisian crochet. And then I said, well, I'm going to practice all the stitches again. You know, I'm just going to keep practicing because, you know, just like drawing or singing or any other talent, any other skill, the more you practice, the better you get. And I've been working on keeping my edges nice. And on the Tunisian, I did the Tunisian basic. I changed to a larger hook. I crochet awfully tight. I don't know if it's because I used to cross stitch a lot. I don't know. My crochet is really tight. So I've been trying to loosen up, and I've changed to a number 8 hook. I think it was the biggest one in the package. And it comes out looking like Becky's. I mean, the size of stitch, you know, it's not a huge, big old stitch, but because I crochet tight and I'm using a big needle, it comes out looking halfway decent. So I might be using that size H hook. Then after that, oh, this is going to be nice. After that, I watched Rosemary. I'm doing her batik. So I watched Rosemary's class. When you buy the kit, she sends a video because with batik, there's so many, you know, wait, let it dry, do this, let it dry. And there's so many stops and starts in it that, you know, she doesn't feel like she can do it in a stream. I'm going to give you the link to the knight. The knight, all I know about the knight is he's a horse. He's a horse, and he's the oldest. He's the oldest chess piece. Wait, come on. He's the oldest chess piece. Uniball. Kimberly gave a link to it. Thank you, Kimberly. And there's a link to the night. I'm going to practice this. This one happens to be in black, but I'm gonna do him in white. I'll probably just do a line drawing, and I'm gonna practice him on here first before I goof up. But let's see what the gold looks like. Let's just make a. Both of them are nice. Now I have gold diamonds, but I think I will do them in white. So let's practice him, because I just looked at him. I just looked at him briefly about 4 o'clock this morning. So I'm going to start with his nose. Well, you know what? I should do a piece. Let's see. I should try to get him in the right size. So this is about about 3 inches from here to here, approximately, maybe. Yeah, about 3 inches in here, and I have more space in there, but let's say it's 5 inches. So about 3 by 5 is what I want. So let's see if I can't just do this in a 3 by 5 area. So here's 3 and 3. I don't think I had this one right. It's hard to see these metal rulers with the light shining. Let me come back out and look at chat again. I'll refresh my chat. You can get 6 more pens for the price of the 3. Oh, you mean by buying them at Walmart? Or what do you mean you can get 6 more pens for the price of 3? Kimberly and Mary, just FYI, Amazon has 9 pens for the same price as Walmart. Less than $12. You can get the 3-pack for $6. Oh, really? So look for them on Amazon. Well, I was shocked that Walmart had them. Yeah, 5 is right here. I'll have to look at Amazon. You know, Amazon's going to have their Prime coming up here October 11th and 12th. Maybe they'll be on the Prime. I just did an Amazon order because I want some spray bottles, and I did not buy the Imagination sticker book. I bought the book, the library one, I don't know what it's called, but I bought a sticker book, and I bought some spray bottles. I bought something else. I bought 3 things. I can't remember what my other item was. But I didn't want to get much more, because now see, this area I'm thinking will fit right in here. This is the area I'm going for. And it will, if you draw across there and 3 inches in here. So what I want to do is practice that horse. Let me go back down to the bottom. I'll have to look at those on Amazon. Rhonda, when you go to Amazon, when you go to get those long links, to get rid of those, if what you would do is I go to and click on the picture and right click on it and copy link. I think that link might be shorter. I think it gives you a share option. I think that link might be shorter if I remember, but I'm using the app on my phone too. But we'll find them. They're Uniball Kimberly put in the full description. Just type in Uniball gold, silver, and white, and you'll get it, Rhonda says. Yeah. Hi, Artsy Nurse. Good morning. Oh, I'm not on my red dot here because I went out to my browser. And let me tip my camera because I'm going to want to work down here. And that's almost out of your... Let me tip the camera a little. There we go. That's a little better. Thank you, Rhonda. That's good to know. But I'm glad they're at Amazon. I mean, at Walmart too. I wish Walmart would get their... I wish they'd get their Pen Plus Gear markers back. Artsy Nurse says, hello, Sherry, Janet, Rhonda, Kim. Good to see everyone. And good morning, Artsy Nurse. Let's see. Let me go back to the horse now because I want to practice him. And he's kind of a different shape. Let me expand him a little. Let me put my... Okay. Now, there are different shapes. If you go to Wiki and just type in Wiki chess horse, and if you read about it as going down, it gave a whole bunch of, they were white, different shapes of horses. And I picked this one because it was the only black one. So, but I'm doing it, I'm just going to do a line drawing. And I think I'm going to start with this neck area, maybe right about in here. And maybe I should get this pen going here. And come down, swoosh down like that. And you know what? I think he's even got a more of a curve here. Now this is just practice because I haven't practiced him. Well, I did a fast sketchy sketch, but all right. Then he comes down this way and he comes around. Now these are ears up at the top here. These are his ears. And they kind of go like that, and then they're kind of a white line, white area there. And then the other ear is over here. And then I think it has some shine on it here. I'm just going to put some marks like that. And this actually is shine. Well, it's shine in here. And then like that. Now, let's do the base. It kind of curves down like this and like this. And it comes almost in line with that. So if I can do that nice curve there. And like that. And then it's got another base coming down in here. Now the head. I might have a little bit more of a curve on his back than the piece actually has. So I'm thinking I want to, because this is just practice. Now he's got that horsey cheek there, kind of coming this way, and then his head, I want to say comes like that, and then the nose. See, here's where I get to sketching. I'm trying to find my way here. The nose, like that, and then it's got the nostril in there. And if you look at the white one, if you go back, if you're looking at it, if you just hit the arrow back one, it'll show you the white one, and you can see the mouth area a little bit more. He's got kind of an open mouth, something like that. And let's go back to the black one now. And his eyes here are really weird because they're just almost look like little dots almost. I'm not sure I really like the eyes. They're just almost little dots like that. All right, I think I'm pretty happy with that. And then there's got a base coming this way. No, go back to the black one. And then there's light coming down here, just kind of a light shine. And a little bit of shine going on in here, a little bit of shine there. And that's probably about it. He's got some shine going on in his face here, but I don't want to mess it up. The nostril. I think I'm going to be happy. Now, this is just a practice one. What time is it? It's 5:08. I can go until, I want to go until 7, but I probably will quit as soon as I get this done. I'm not going to go till 7 just because I can. Find out where the 0 is there. What did I, oh, those are centimeters. Hold on. Let's practice him one more time so I can get comfortable doing him. Where's the O? Right there. It's hard to see the markings. Metal ruler, and the light's shining on my ruler. And let's just come down and draw a line here. I'm going to practice him one more time. Ignore that white dot. All right, let's try it again. So I think I started with the curve here. So let's start with that again. And like that. And then it comes down this way, and this kind of curves up. Uh-oh, I might have them a little too big here. Well, we're going to continue. I'll find my way here. Something like that. And then his ear goes up here. And the other ear. And there's some shine going in here. Some shine going in here. And there's some shine going up this way. And then this curves down. This curves down. And the base comes around. Maybe out a little. And then there's a second base coming around like that. Oh, I think he's fatter on this one. And this actually has a, and then there's some shine going on in here. And that kind of comes out this way. And there's a little bit of shine in there, a little bit of shine over here. And some. It's a little bit harder to draw them on black paper. All right, so now the neck comes down. You have it. The horse's mouth. And let's get his head here. Coming down, and his nose. Oops. Oops. This one may be a little weird. See, this is why I'm practicing, because I don't think I have him here. Well, we'll give him an eye and an eye. I like that head a lot better. Let's practice his head. Let's start with the nose. I should have started with the nose. And it's a big round circle nostril here. And it comes down, the mouth comes down. The mouth is actually open. Yeah, something like that. And then it comes down like that. Not that much of a eye and an eye. His head is bigger on this one, but I'm practicing it. Ear and an ear. And then his neck. His neck comes down a lot more. And his tummy is in line with his head here. So it kind of comes like that. He looks a little wild here. He's got a wild hair going on there. He's a chess. He's a chess, so I think his ear might come up a little more. And then his neck comes like this. So see, I'm sketching now. On this one, I had a nice line, but when I'm trying to find my way, my pen wants to sketchy sketch, and I'm sketchy sketching on this one, which isn't a bad thing. And we got this. Then we got something of a base going on here. And coming down, and here again, this is all lining up here. So this actually comes down more like that. Try to keep that in line as much as possible. Well, I think my first one is the best one. Head's entirely too big. Nostril, nose, head going up, and eye. Come down that way. He's got a neck going on there, and his eye is there, maybe here and here. And then his ear. I don't know if I can do that head again. I don't like my heads. What time is it? 5:17. I might have to practice this piece. I think this is the best one. He's way too big. This one's okay if you could chop off his head. I think that's the best one. Let's practice him again here. Let's see. I think I started with the, on this one, I started with the, let me mark. Keep myself in line. 3. And sometimes you just worry too much. It's just paper. If it doesn't look like the horse in chess, oops. I can always paint it out. Dee Dee says, you painted it out. You painted it out. You didn't look. You didn't stop and look. I stopped and looked, and I saw the first thing I saw, I painted out. Dee Dee will be on at 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. So I got to get this horse done by 7:30. It's 5:19 now. And I'm not going to do any more. I'm just going to do the horse. I'm making okra decorations. I'm painting a Santa Claus, and I had to quit on him because my paint was too wet. I got to get him. My paint was too wet to do much more. But I'm going to make 3 Santa Clauses here. I could make wise men. I was thinking about Halloween, though. I don't know. I could do a witch, I guess, because it's got the pointed hat. I could do a witch, but I'm not much into witches. Nah, just saying. It's not my thing. I don't mean to offend anybody out there who like their little witches. I'm going to do one more because I'll probably have to practice this a couple times. You guys are going to get tired of seeing me practice this poor horse. But I want him to be good on my page. I don't think the other pieces are going to be that hard. The horse has an interesting shape. All right, let's practice him again. So I'm going to start right in here. And I'm going to start with that curved belly, like that. And actually it curves a little bit more because it's got the neck in there. And it kind of curves up that way. And then the back of the horse's head comes here and down, and it curves out this way and around this way, like that. Okay, so the horse's neck and mouth come in here. And his ear, here's that curve, so his ear actually starts right about in here and kind of comes this way. And the other ear is up over this way. And then it has this piece that curves down and curves down and around and around. Oh, I think I'm liking this one better. I think, make this too curvy in there. All right. So there's black there, and there's a little bit of a white shine coming on here. I'm just going to put a white shine. There's some white shine in here. And some white shine, the way the light hits it. And there's a light hitting that. And in here. And over in here, sort of. And then there's a little shine here, and a little shine there, and a little shine in there. Notice I'm saving the head for last, but I like this so far. All right. See, if I just practice him enough, I'll get him. I kind of have to talk my way through him. All right. His head comes up that way, and it comes out to his nostril here. And he's got an open mouth, and it kind of comes down like that. Ah, I'm happy. And an eye there, and an eye here. Now, can I do them again? I do like that one. That's better than this one's horrible. This one, he's got an awfully big head. That one's not too bad, and that's the best of all of them, I think. This one's not bad. All right, I want to do them one more time. Let's look at chat. I'm concentrating on my chess piece. Kimberly says, yum. Hi, Randy Rabbit. Good morning, Randy. She says, hi, ladies. I'll be lurking and listening. Okay, I'm not going to be on too much longer, Randy. I'm just going to draw my bishop. Where's my bishop? What did I do with my bishop? Did I put him back? Oops. Yep. See, I've done the pawn, the bishop, and now I'm doing the knight. I'm going to do all 6 chess pieces, and then I'm going on to other game pieces. What did I knock down here? Whatever it was, it fell someplace. I heard it fall. I don't see it now, though. I don't know what it was. I'll probably step on it on the way out. Let's see. Randy says, I hope you are all well. I hope so, too. I hope that you're all well. I don't normally come on Monday mornings, but I want to do my Inktober, and I didn't get it done on Sunday, so I had to kind of catch up. I don't want to get behind. Sounds like I'm late then. Yeah, I came on about 4:15 Central Time. Janet Nash says, I'll be doing some baking, Kimberly. Kimberly says, I hope that you have some snacks for snack time, Janet. Are you baking, Janet? Ooh. Janet says, I'm on the tram on the way home from grocery shopping. Oh. Yeah, this is the white pen. This is not the silver. This is the white. But you know, when I get to doing the other game pieces, I have 8 pages of black. I have 2 sheets, which make 4, and so I have 8 pages. But when I do the Monopoly pieces, I could probably use the silver because they're kind of a gray color. Oh, let's turn this over. Yeah, this is the white. There's Joyce Boring. Good morning, Joyce. Joyce brings the joy. Good morning. Artsy Nurse is here. She says, I'd be nervous drawing that without a pencil. Well, you can see I have to practice. You know, and there's nothing wrong with, you know, hey, you know, you just do it until you get the proportions. But actually, I think my first one was probably the best of them. This one is not bad. But you can see, I say I find my way. And I don't erase. If I use a pencil, I do erase. I can't say I don't erase because I have. But if I make a mistake with pen, I just leave it there. I mean, hey, it's part of the learning. All right. But when I do this type of thing, I'm talking myself and I'm kind of sketching. Let's see. Joyce, Rhonda, Artsy Nurse, Rhonda. I think I'm caught up with. Let's go down to the bottom. Rhonda says, oh, Kimberly, I want a rainy day. Oh, you have rain, Kimberly? Kimberly says, very weak, Randy. Thank you. I'm looking forward to a fun art day. We have a rainy nor'easter today. I agree with Rhonda. It's been so dry. One reason I didn't come on last night is I was tired. Saturday, we did a lot of yard cleanup. I mean, there's, in the spring, it's getting it all ready. In the fall, it's cleaning it all up. And in the backyard, we had, when the wind blows in Nebraska, it blows hard when it storms. And we get a lot of fallen branches. And we haul them out to the backyard and make a big pile of them. And we'll throw, you know, leaves and stuff like that on this pile. And then the sunflowers grow up around it and hide everything. Well, it was getting to be pretty big, so we took down that pile. And my brother has a bad back, so he can't stoop very much without, you know, risking injuring it anymore. So he taught me how to use the chainsaw, or has been teaching me. He stays right with me though, in case I goof, which I do. And so I've been chainsawing sunflowers down. We got that whole mess cleaned up. And then the okra is rooted just about as much as sunflowers are. And I've been having to dig out the okra. I saved all the pods we didn't eat. And I got that all cleaned up, and I cleaned up the 2 rows of sweet corn. I have another row of sweet corn to do. And I cleaned up all the the tomatoes, the tomato vines. And you have to take down the cages and, you know, clean out all the morning glory. So I have the canna lilies to dig up. I'm going to let them go until it frosts, though, because those, you dig the bulbs out of the ground and save them for next year. But what I'm really excited about is that I've been researching daylilies, and they say to plant the daylilies in late summer or early fall. So that's about this is early fall, and they can take full sun. I was a little bit worried that, because it gets hot out there, the house is on the west side. I mean, the garden's on the west side of the house. And I wanted to put daylilies on the other side of the okra patch. And it's going to work. But they're pretty expensive. So I'll probably only get about 5 or 6 plants. But you plant them 18 inches apart. So 18 inches is what, a foot and a half? So 6 of them would be what, 9 feet? So that's a pretty good row. Maybe I'll get 8 of them and have a longer row. And then you divide them. You know, you don't divide them when you plant them. The next year, after they get a good growth on them, you just can divide them like you do iris or so. You love the, I do too. I love canna lilies. Randy said, frost here this morning. Really, Randy? No rain forecasted here for the week. They're going to have frost. Rhonda says, sad to say, I love sunflower, but I'm not going to grow them next year. The squirrels destroy them. I get so mad. We don't have too much of a problem with squirrels, but boy, I'll tell you, those things, we've got one that I swear it's 6 inches in diameter, maybe not 6, maybe 4 inches in diameter. And I got it cut off, but it's up about 9 inches out of the ground. And we're just going to leave it and see if it won't rot, you know, over the winter, see if it won't rot. But my brother wants to plant in that spot next year. So we're going to till all that area up, but I don't think we're going to till that big old piece off. He wants to plant there next year. So we're going to till too. We're going to till this fall, and I'll run my mower over it and get all the, there's weeds, but yeah, you know, but I'll just even that out so that the till won't hit any bad things. I don't know, but that's what I did last year. I just ran the lawnmower over the garden. It was worse last year. I kept the weeds down until it got so terrible hot. I can't work out there when it's 100 degrees at 11 o'clock in the morning. It's just, you know, I'm just not going to do that. So it kind of got ahead of me in August. And I beheaded all my marigolds and saved what zinnia I could and pulled up my flowers. I think I'm going to plant all marigolds there next year. And daylilies and canna lilies. What did Janet say? It's like a jungle. Yeah. Randy says, my style of gardening is not orderly. It's where I can fit it in. Yeah. I would love to have some of those plants, but you know, they can be pretty expensive, especially, I find Menards. I don't know if you guys have a Menards in your area, but I find Menards, Walmart is pretty cheap, relatively cheap, but they don't take good care of their plants. Menards takes pretty good care of their plants, and they're fairly priced fairly good. Earl May, I love Earl May, but I can't afford them. You know, and it isn't going to get any cheaper. So I saved marigold seeds. I'm going to see, and I saved some zinnia seeds. Yep, first frost. The first frost date for Zone 5 is predicted to be October 5th. So that's just, you know, it's I mean, that's just the Farmer's Almanac thing. So it's coming. Randy says, my plants are from people giving me them or friends' gardens and swap. I can't really buy. Yeah, I save seeds. Yeah. we have a new neighbor. Well, he's been there they've been there. Him and his wife have been there for probably about 6 months now. And I was out mowing one day and he came over with one of these rubber plants. You know what I'm talking about? They got green and I call them rubber tree plants. And he said that rubber tree, that plant was a slit, what do you call that? I say slit. I can't think of the word for it right now, but it came from his great grandmother, his grandmother, and his mother. So, and it's doing pretty good. I'd like to plant more herbs next year. I planted some peppermint out back and it did good. I didn't cut it back any, but I'm hoping that it's going to reseed itself and grow. All right, I should get busy on my horse here, or it's going to be 7 o'clock. Hi, Shelley. Welcome, Shelley. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, if you can find somebody I'm going to go back and look at my horse again here. My knight is a horse. My knight in shining armor. I have to get this pin started. All right, let's start this down a little. I think I've got him up a little high. So let's start that neck. Let's start it down here. And it comes out. I need to look at the picture and not my other drawing. All right. Like that. And then this neck is, part of his neck is actually, see, this part curves around. And the back of his head almost, I guess you could say, is here. And comes. There's a little mosquito that's saying, I'm going to get you before the winter's over with. He'll fly right. They almost fly in your face to annoy you. I'm going to kill him. The mosquito, I mean. Oh, you guys, I was watching YouTube. And I don't know how come it popped up. Maybe because I was from Wisconsin and maybe somebody said something about Wisconsin. But Jeffrey Dahmer, he was from the Milwaukee area, and I think they executed him. But he committed cannibalism. And I think he killed several people, several young men. They found their heads in the refrigerator. But I was watching, it was like on Court TV or something like that. It popped up in my YouTube feed. And I watched it because it was Wisconsin. And, but the guy that was a witness was actually telling his experience. I guess he agreed to go home. He was with 3 guys and they were out at a bar or something and they met this Jeffrey Dahmer character. And I guess 2 of his friends got the wrong address, but he was with Dahmer and they went back to his apartment and I guess he handcuffed him and he was telling all this in this testimony at court. It was really creepy. I'm going, oh my gosh. Dark shadows. And all the time he was testifying, Jeffrey Dahmer was sitting there and they would show pictures of him. I mean, it was like court TV. I think I pretty much have this that I can sketch that. Let's make sure. Now the nose has to come in line with this. So I'm going to put my nose right in there. And then the mouth opens this way. And it's got a little bit, I think I pretty much have it. Enough for me not to worry about. Maybe this comes a little bit more like that. We're going to call that my knight. All right. This one doesn't have triangles. I'm going to draw some triangles on there. We're going to draw him and see what I can do because I need to get it done. How does this go? Like this. And like that, and then another one up here, kind of like that. All right, I'm gonna work on this side. All right, here goes. Let me look at chat before I do this. Randy says, no father taught him taxidermy, and his father had thoughts like that too, but didn't act on it. The documentary said he had a lot of problems, but his mother did drugs during pregnancy. Really? You were watching the Netflix documentary. You went fast through the gory parts. Yeah. Yeah, it's sad. I heard his dad started him out doing that as a young boy. Horrible what parents do to kids. Yeah. Oh, he was murdered in jail. Oh, I thought they executed him. I didn't follow it much. I heard about it when I was up in Wisconsin. But I was in Madison, so Milwaukee's probably about 50 or 60 miles east of Madison, so I was safe. And I guess he lived in the downtown area. But, you know, that guy the guy that was testifying in the video that I was watching, he tempted him into his apartments because they was going to do photography. And I guess he was going to shoot nude pictures or something. And the guy wasn't sure that he was really going to agree to it. And I guess he said that Jeffrey Dahmer chanted a lot and he'd go in and out. Sometimes he looked sane and sometimes he went into this weird chant head bobbing thing. Yeah, he told them all, let's take pics and I'll pay you. So he lured them by promising to pay them. And my goodness, he was only going to pay this guy $100. I'm going, no way. No way. Yeah, he did drink. Yeah. The parents fought all the time and then got divorced. The mother took off with the baby brother and Jeff was left alone for months while his father was with his girlfriend. Yeah. All right, I'm going to go back and draw the horse so that I can get it done. Let's just hope I get this right. So I'm going to allow for the head up in here. So I'm going to start the body, that neck, right in here, I think. Right in here. Whoops, I need to get it started. Right in there. And it has that nice curve coming down. maybe even more than that, like that. And then the back of his head, kind of a little higher, and comes down and has a curve, but not a deep curve. Something like that. And then comes around this way. All right, I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'm just going to do it. I practiced him, what, 1, 2? I practiced him 5 times. If I don't have him right, too bad. Too bad for me. All right, so this has some shine on it here. It's kind of like a little ridge. And this comes down this way. And this has that shine in there. And a little bit of shine here and in here. All right, so this curves down. Now, actually, I'm going to make this just a little bit. And this, the base lines up with his tummy. So something like that. And I'm doing the sketchy sketches tonight. Because this is, even though I practiced it, it was kind of hard for me to get it in proportion here. Like that. And it has a little bit of a ridge. And then there's another one coming down below it. And kind of coming like that. All right, let's put the ear in. The ear comes something like that. And then he's got the other ear coming up this way. And the neck comes this way. Now, this is where I goof. All right, now I want to keep his nose in line with his tummy. So his nose is going to be right about in here. Is that good? That's as good as it's going to get. And kind of up like that. And comes around. And he's got an open mouth that kind of curves down like that and comes around like that. That's going to be as good as he's going to get. And then his eyes, he's got an eye here and an eye here. A little bit of shine on his ear, shine in there, a little bit of shine going in here. A little bit of shine going in here, a little bit over here. And a little bit on there. He's got some shine going on in his face here too, but I don't know. I guess I should probably quit before I mess him up. I think that's about as good as I'm going to get this horse. He's not a horse, he's a knight. Let's write knight. Oh, let's draw the lines. I think I'll do the lines in white. White. And they don't line up. They'll be crooked, so I'm gonna... Oh, you know what? No, I'm okay. Just put it this way. So I hope that you all have a really good week. Janet Nash comes on at 9 o'clock Eastern. Dee Dee comes on at 8:30 Eastern. Janet Young comes on at 1. That's really pretty close to his head. But we're going to leave it that way because there it is. Maybe I could bring this down a little more. Oh, I'm going to write in there. I don't like that eye. I could do this horse 20 times and still not have him. But we're going to call him done. And I'm going to write K. It looks like an H. K. N. I. G. Night. And it's 10/3/2022. Hashtag Inktober. And day 3. I'm going to leave it like that. He's not perfect, but this is why you do Inktober. This is why you do Inktober, is to get your skills in. I've scratched him quite a bit here. I've done a lot of scratchy lines here. But, okay. I could probably smooth some of them out. We're going to leave him alone. So I've done the pawn, the bishop, and the knight. And I'm going to use the bishop and the knight as my thumbnail. Oops. So I think, is it the rook? There's a rook and a pawn and a bishop, a king and a queen. There's one other piece I'm missing. Oh no. The king, the queen, the rook. There's only 6 pieces. The pawn, the bishop, the knight, the rook, the queen, and the king. Let me put a little piece of tape here because it's popping up. Let me just put a little piece of tape to keep him flat while I take a picture. All right. I'll have to straighten that out when I take my picture. It looks crooked, but my camera's crooked. So I wish you all a really good day. Janet Nash comes on at 9 Eastern. Dee Dee comes on at 8:30. Janet Young comes on around 1. I don't know who's on in the afternoons. And if Lisa doesn't come on, she hasn't been streaming. But if she does stream, she'll be at 6 o'clock Central, I believe. But Kathy's World has been streaming on Monday nights. Good job on the bishop. Thank you. Thank you, Ruth. The horse needs more practice, but he's all right. He's all right. You know, I'm not going to sweat it. Have fun baking, Rhonda says. Bye, Janet. So go out. Enjoy the beauty of the world sometime today, maybe this afternoon. I'll be back on tomorrow morning. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. I'd like to stitch my little owl today sometime. I've been practicing my crochet. I need to work on putting my December daily together. And I'll do day 4. So have a great day, everybody. I'll be back on tomorrow morning at 4:30, hopefully. Bye.